Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. A few topics I want to get into, but I first want to start this video off with some sad news. The actor Angus Cloud passed away at the age of 25 years old. If you don't know, Angus was one of the stars in the hit show Euphoria, and it was implied that he may have passed away due to a drug overdose. One close family member did say that he's been dealing with a lot of depression since his father passed away. He also had thoughts of taking his life, so I think his father's passing may have triggered that. Also, Angus has been dealing and battling with drug addiction for a while. In fact, his former manager did come out and put it on blast that he was a hardcore user and he hung around other users as well. And it wasn't cool that the manager put his business on blast like that, but Angus needed a serious intervention, and he did try to get clean. He went to rehab after overdosing and he tried to get himself together, but unfortunately he relapsed. And the thing about him being in a show like Euphoria promotes drug use. And the fact that Angus, being an addict himself, was playing a drug dealer on the show obviously wasn't the best thing for him, in my opinion. So I think being in that role was triggering, and it kind of makes you wonder why he was even casted in the first place if he already had these struggles. I don't know, but the whole story is sad. He was young, he was also talented, he had a bright future ahead of him, but he could not shake those demons, and it's really unfortunate. I do want to say rest in peace to him, and I also send my deepest condolences to his family. This is just a sad story all around. Now, moving on to the next topic, Cardi B might be in a bit of trouble because currently she is a suspect for battery after throwing her microphone at somebody in the audience. Now, Cardi was performing in Vegas and somebody threw water at her in the crowd, and she got upset and she threw her microphone back at the person in the crowd. And at first I was like, you know what? I don't blame her for reacting that way, because people really need to stop throwing things at artists while they're performing on stage. That's very dangerous, and I'm tired of seeing this trend go around. I've seen somebody throw a phone at Drake. Someone threw a phone at BB Rexha and injured her. I remember some people were throwing stuff at Chloe Bailey while she was performing. Even the rapper Sexy Red, somebody was throwing stuff at her and she had to walk off the stage. I mean, people have been getting too bold lately and it's getting ridiculous. So when I saw Cardi react the way she did, I wasn't mad at her. However, I got the full story and I found out that Cardi actually was telling people to throw water at her during her performance.
Somebody smash me with water. Wait, more right here, bitch. Yeah. Give me some water.
Splash her down. Get us some water. Splash her the down.
Woo, that feel good. Put that in my pussy, bitch. Come on. Yeah, bitch.
Sexy lady, let me hear you say, ah.
So as you can see, Cardi was permitting some of her fans to throw a little water at her. So there was a lady in the crowd who threw some water as well. And she threw a little bit too much. And you could see from her facial expression that she did not mean to. In fact, she said, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." But Cardi was furious and she threw the mic at the lady. Not only that, it was said that the mic ricocheted and hit another woman standing nearby. So it's very possible that this other woman could have been trying to press charges against Cardi for battery. And this is not the first time Cardi was throwing her microphone at somebody. In fact, not too long ago, she was caught throwing a microphone at her DJ for whatever reason because she got upset. So Cardi has a very short temper and she's very emotional and she could get very violent. And you would think that she would have learned something after that whole case she had with those bartenders in the club, the ones who were messing around with her husband Offset. She and her entourage got into a brawl and attacked those girls. and Cardi settled out of court and she did her community service, and you would have thought that she would have changed, but no, she's still throwing things at people and attacking people. And this type of behavior is going to get her caught up, is going to get her sued, and it could possibly land her in jail if she's not careful. So Cardi just needs to control her temper. She really has an issue. And I know if it was somebody else who did the same thing, they probably would have gotten a lot more backlash than she did. But people make too many excuses for her. She needs to get it together and stop acting out. Now, moving on to the next topic, I want to talk about Summer Walker shading Jayda Cheaves for no reason at all. Now, Summer made a few posts on her IG story hinting that she broke up with the actor Lil Meech because he allegedly was cheating on her. A lot of people aren't too surprised by this because they kind of saw it coming, simply because this isn't the first time that Lil Meech got caught up in some cheating scandal. In fact, he allegedly was cheating on her with this woman named Anissa, and Anissa was caught wearing Meech's chain, and Summer went into her DMs and questioned her about it and said, why you got my man's chain on and why you sitting in his car? And Anissa was like, well, his security allowed me in the car and his security was the one who let me wear his chain. And some people feel like she only said that to cover for Meech, because later on she came out and hinted that she and Meech were together. So that whole situation was a huge red flag, and I think Summer Walker probably had enough, because for all we know, she may have found out other things. And she went on her IG story and said, tried my best to be Jayda Cheaves, but I couldn't. It was cute though. I wish him the best. Can't do that cheating stuff. So obviously right there, Summer was confirming that, Meech was cheating. But it was super weird of her to throw shade at Jayda. Now, Jayda, as some of us know, has been in an on and off relationship with the rapper Lil Baby. But Lil Baby has been put on blast for cheating on her multiple times. But Jayda still seems to be tied to Lil Baby in some way. I don't know if she's currently dating him, but, she has a history of going back to him after he cheats on her. So I guess Summer was like, listen, I ain't no Jayda. I'm not going to go back to a man. If he cheats on me, I'm going to move on. But it was still weird for her to even name drop Jayda, because what did Jayda do? I mean, why is Jayda catching strays? I don't know what it is, but I do kind of get the feeling that Summer has something against Jayda. Well, maybe she doesn't have anything against her per se, but she definitely has gotten a kick out of making fun of her, because it seems like Jayda is an easy target to laugh at. You know how some people get picked on for no reason at all, simply because it's the popular thing to pick on them. Jayda is one of those people, and Summer herself has thrown shade at Jayda. I remember some years ago when Jayda went viral for dancing on Lil Baby in the club. Summer posted a video of her own mocking Jada's dancing, and fast forward to now, she's throwing shade at Jayda again. Now, Jayda did respond under the Shade Room's comments, and she said, I learned my lesson after one kid. MFers around here starting their own trends and trying to insert me in for laughs on the Shade Room. No. Jayda also said MFers stay trying to cap cool in DMs but weird publicly. This is why I be off this stuff. And Jada's best friend Des Dior came to her defense and said she could have got the same point across without mentioning Jayda. We've all had our run with a dude, including you. Stop it. And this right here is true. Summer doesn't have room to shade any woman or their relationship at all, because Summer's relationship history has been messy. We've seen what happened when she was dating the producer London on the Track. When she was with him, he had 3 other baby mamas, and Summer used to defend him against his baby mamas. But after she got impregnated by him and became his 4th baby mama, London started to change on her, and she started to see his true colors. And then she got upset and she was like, woe is me. She did a whole album talking about her heartbreak, even though she saw the red flags. And if she paid attention to what some of those baby mamas were saying about him, she could have spared herself some of the heartbreak, but she didn't. So she went through that situation, and also she immediately jumped into another relationship after that and had 2 more babies with a man named Larry, and she even tatted his name on the side of her head. But that situation didn't work out because I think Larry was unemployed, and Summer got tired of it, I guess. And after that, she quickly moved on to Meech. And a lot of people knew her relationship with Meech wasn't going to last because Meech has a lot of groupies. He's young and attractive, and he's on a hit TV show. So he wasn't going to settle down. It's obvious that he wasn't with Summer Walker for a long time. He was with her for a good time. So Summer has made some poor dating choices, and she has been pretty impulsive, which resulted in her having children by 2 different men within a short period of time. So she doesn't really have any room to talk about somebody like Jayda. I mean, yeah, Jayda's situation isn't exactly ideal either, but she hasn't made as many mistakes as Summer has. So I don't think it's wise of Summer to act like she has higher standards than Jayda and she won't tolerate cheating, but she can't act like she hasn't tolerated a lot of things in the past. So she just needs to cut it out. But I am glad she broke up with Meech before she got pregnant by him. I think that was a good move on Summer's part. So she is slowly learning. So I guess we could applaud her for some of the progress. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.